Nation, and we are here to find out who will end their season on a high note as champions of the Fenway Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see, a squad from the American, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on a team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So NC State's offense will get the first crack at it here. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish this season, right? To go out with the win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a double.
He's going to take off. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
There he goes!
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive, you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Looking for a crease. It's Pettis. Inside the 45. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets him to the 30.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play action game.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. A first down run in the red zone. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, NC State.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, Dave?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's...
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. Filthy move. He's got room. And another. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end.
Nice job by the defense staying clean. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he's catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
He's got an open man. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The run from the shotgun. It's runs like that can really help you field position as they're up at the 35. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, They had it dialed up and set up to...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks the throw that foot.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
He'll keep it on the sneak. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. And we'll start the second quarter as they try to hang up the 3 spot. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. They get through and it's blocked. That's a long ball.
You know, it's blocked field goals in moments like that that are momentum changers. That could be the difference in this game. What a great individual effort knocking that thing down.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Makes the catch. It's Morton. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Pratt. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
It's complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got him still on his feet. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Into the end zone for the touchdown. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the practice.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Off the play fake on first down. Quick shovel pass. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball down. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game. And I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
I love playing man coverage on the back end. Get to those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Stands in and takes the hit. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'll start this drive with a pass. In the backfield, it's Moore. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
And he didn't get the big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They're going to keep feeding this guy to football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down situations. We've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moving forward just a few.
Tight ends aren't just line up and block runs. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field. I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
Absolutely perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Looking to fire. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
The quarterback's lucky on that play because when you miss slant throws behind, if the defense is in zone coverage, there might be a defender standing right there willing to take that ball and return for a touchdown.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Morton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll line up for a second down play. Quick completion to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Fires to the big fella. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach SWAT.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout by the offense.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Moore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Back to pass on second down. Just trying to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man quickly. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably at a field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
It's good, and that was dead solid proof. That pushes the lead to 6. It's 20-14. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, hard not to enjoy that incredibly historic town. What a fun time to be in Boston, and what a fun first half we've had in the Fenway Bowl.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. They'll open the second half with a run. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice game.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. It's Moore. And it's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
It's good.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Makes the quick grab. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. NC State has to come up with a big play here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field then. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. Just need to crack to get a return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So guys will get another look at this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Gave the D-line in that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
From the gun, running back gets the gift. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up with big plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting to the ground.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down?
Turning it off! Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
This is an offense that prides for it. They were going to hand it off, and they get the first down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got him. He's in for the touchdown. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost caught.
No doubt. And quarterbacks and wide receivers go all season to get on the same page. You can see he hits it in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
He's looking to pass. He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17 is not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of the game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Wants to fire on second down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
They'll go to the air. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Wolfpack will line up, punt it away. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They'll run the RPO and Forthright. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Using him out in the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can...
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Nice pickup on the return, but... Hornet, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Webb. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. First and 10 for the offense. To the air on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
To pass. Got his man downfield. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Here's a heat. And they'll finish the ride at the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right.
There he goes. He's at the 20. Lean for the wide. Touchdown.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. With that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think at this point in the game now, in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out in the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Pocket breaking down. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to bring it back. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll run it from the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Morrow. Inside the 25. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments in
Rally into the end zone for the touchdown.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Firing to the right, complete. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Gets rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Webb. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They're trying to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Putting together a nice drive. Couple of 1st downs in the books. Now 1st and 10 from the 44. Looking to throw on 1st down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Zings it complete to the right. And he was able to get away from 1 tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Timeout called on the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Gonna run it. It's Morrow. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he needed just a single yard formations, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get it done.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse